could support. A bankrupt government fixes bankrupt banks. I mean, it's just an amazing time. I can't believe, we've said it here before, what has transpired in the last, 10 months. It's just unbelievable. Anything you'd like to add?
It's an amazing time to be alive, for sure. I mean, in many ways, in a very negative way, but at the same time, it's still an amazing situation.
You'd wanted to comment some on the attendees to this year's Bilderberg meeting, and let's do that. We'll take a break. We'll come back after the break with your phone calls, but go ahead with that, Brian.
Just to reiterate again, folks, that this is all by design. We keep going back to that same point. We want to urge everyone to look at it from that perspective. And as most of our listeners know, Farron and I and Jim had gone to the Bilderberg meeting here in Chantilly, Virginia last June. Secret meeting, no press whatsoever, well, other than the Real News Radio, Alex Jones, We Are Change,
Jim Tucker.
The alternative media, which of course gets very little exposure. But actually most of the media Mongols were inside of the meeting.
Yeah, they go and keep it secret. It's an amazing story.
We run down the list of attendees here, and it's really a who's who of elite society. We have, of course, Ben Bernanke. We all know who he is. Tom Dash. And I'm just reading from this list randomly here. Timothy Geithner, Richard Holbrooke, Vernon Jordan, ex-Clintonites. Henry Kissinger. We have John Kerr, member of the House of Lords, Deputy Chairman, Royal Dutch Shell. It just goes on. Queen of the Netherlands. Prince of the Netherlands. We had Henry Paulson, Condoleezza Rice, David Rockefeller, Charlie Rose. He was on PBS, if you don't know who he is. Mark Sanford, Governor of South Carolina. He was there. Robert Zoellick, President of the World Bank. We have Jean-Claude Trichet, President of the European Central Bank. Lawrence Summers, ex-Treasury Secretary under Clinton, who, as I report about every week, because it makes me extraordinarily upset what he did in 1999, the Financial Services Modernization Act, paving the way for our current situation. George Shultz, Paul Wolfowitz, the list goes on and on and on. No media.
You see so many of these people rise to positions of prominence in the Obama administration and in the Bush administration too, but it's an amazing story. If you've never heard of it, look it up. The Bilderberg meeting once a year, the who's who of the global elite meeting, secret, and goes totally unreported.
Most of these people are also CFR trilateral members. It's just all a big club, exclusive club in which the global elite utilize to run the world.
Well, we're here on The Real News. Our website is therealnewsradio.com. You can email us on air at therealnewsradio.com. And we're going to go ahead and take our last break, and then we will come back with your phone calls here on WSIC 1400, WDSL 1520. Alright, we are back on The Real News. Our phone numbers are 704-873-1400, and our Davie County number is 336-499-0681. We'd like to get you to call in, make your comments today, and we're going to go to the phones. Hello, you're on The Real News.
Good morning, guys. I got a real quick comment, or a couple comments to make very quickly.
Go ahead.
Number one, Alan Keyes is a good person to listen to. More people ought to listen and look him up and see what all he has to say. Number two, my pet peeve with Obama is he wasn't supposed to be Muslim, but when he got on inauguration and put his hand on that Bible, all of a sudden we hear Hussein.
Yeah,
using his middle name.
Yeah.
My third comment is, has anybody realized how many folks throughout the United States in major cities are sitting in tent cities? And these are not internet. These are not people that are poor or traveling, working. These are people that are middle class and upper middle class, that have good jobs, that have homes, that have been foreclosed on. From Seattle, Washington to Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida is tent cities over 1,200 people. I never thought we would have to see that in our day.
I agree with you, ma'am. We did a report here, it's probably been 3 or 4 months ago, of all the people having to live in their cars. They had lost their house, they were trying to keep their cars. And we're talking about families with the dog having to live in their cars, no help from the federal government.
And I've noticed a lot, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, probably recently, just driving around Statesville here on alongside of Route 40, I see many more people walking along with backpacks and hitchhiking. I see that about every time I'm on 40 now.
Well, it's heartbreaking, and we shouldn't have to see that in this day and time.
With a country that had as wealthy as we are, and the chances that we've had that our government has blown, what do you foresee happening the rest of this year in 2009? Do you have any predictions?
We're going downhill. We're going downhill. We will have soup lines, that the shelters are so full that they cannot accommodate all people. We are going back to World War II, the way our grandparents were raised.
I agree with you, and the difference is going to be this time, back when we had the Depression, as Brian has said, people were more capable of living off the land, farming, their house wasn't dependent on electricity.
Self-sufficient.
Exactly.
Exactly. And neighbors paid more attention to neighbors and took care of each other. Yes. We don't do that now.
More of a community-type networking system than we've got now. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I really do appreciate you calling. I think you've made some great points.
You guys just do a great job and keep on doing it. We hope to have you on another hour.
Well, starting next week, we will be on at 9 a.m., 9 to 11, so thank you very much.
Woo!
All right,
Thank you
very much. We've got another phone call. Hey, you're on the Real News.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to say about the North Carolina Constitution.
Yes.
That, what you read had to come at the end of the Civil War when the Union military occupied North Carolina. That certainly wasn't there when the South succeeded in May of 1861.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But it's in there now, and I didn't know it till it was pointed out to me by a listener. And if you look up the Constitution, Article 1, Section 4.
Well, it just shows you what happens when the military and the political establishment takes charge. They put their stuff in.
And also, other states like Texas, they have it in their state constitution that they can succeed. So it's other states have the exact opposite. And I guess I don't know for certain. I hadn't really researched it, but I would say North Carolina maybe is not alone in this. But I was unaware of it, and I was shocked to see it, because what it's done is the citizens of North Carolina do not have any sovereignty. Whatever the dictatorship of the United States government mandates, we're a willing slave.
Like I told you the other day, maybe we should just be another district, like the District of Columbia under the federal government, not even be a state anymore.
So did you find this surprising and alarming?
I wasn't aware of it. It is alarming, but I would say that the northern states don't have it in their constitution.
Probably not, like you say, especially after the Civil War. We probably saw many concessions, just as we did to the Japanese after World War II. They didn't have much say in the agreement they had to sign.
Okay, guys, enjoy your show. Please carry on. We'll look forward to 2 hours next week.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thanks.
If you'd like to call in, again, the phone numbers are 704-873-1400 and 336-499-0681. Don't wait till the last minute to call in if you've got something you'd like to say today. Go ahead and get it in. And again, next week, we think, well, I don't want to say for sure, we think we will have Bob Chapman, internationalforecaster.com as his website. This gentleman has been right on predicting trends, predicting what would happen in the economy. He's going to give you some information on how to prepare financially for what's coming in the next couple of years. He talks tough. It's not going to be good news for us, unfortunately, but this gentleman rarely is wrong, and he's been on everything. He's been all over TV, cable, in magazines, radio. We feel very fortunate to have him here on the Real News, and it's going to be an extended interview. He might be on with us as long as an hour, and if we can do it, we're going to try to have it where listeners can call in and ask him questions, because again, the